You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Boston Celtics. Well, for Boston, their first time playing these guys this season. A year ago, going 1-2. They'd like to improve on that this go-around. And another NBA season about to start. Shaq, we've talked about it. You can feel, an air of excitement that's a little different than in years past.
There's a number of talented teams all wanting that ring. I've said this before. Kenny has said it many times. It could be one of the best seasons we've seen in a while, including what Golden State did last year winning the ring.
That was an incredible run. But some teams that looked unstoppable last year will start to show some cracks in their armor. But the other teams that didn't look like much on paper last year, beginning this season, are now looking like they will surprise.
And that is it for now as we send you to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports Group.
Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan. Doris Burke's on the sideline as well. It's all about the Eastern Conference. That's where the action is today as the Atlanta Hawks get ready to battle. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston. Guys, they came out on top of the season series matchup a season ago, taking 2 of the 3 away from it.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Yeah, there's a reason they were a playoff team. I mean, they beat the teams they were supposed to. We'll see if they can do it again tonight.
And so off the tip, it's Boston. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Bradley and Turner filling out the perimeter. David Lee is out there with Zeller, and it's Smart in at the 1. Turner. Pass to Zeller. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Horford. The Celtics shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And that one falls for Zeller. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And here we go. Fast break. Korver's got it. Passes it to Horford. Kicks to Teague. Six to shoot. The pass to Millsap. The 17-footer. That's good. And so Teague with the assist.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Now here's Smart. Teague covering. Smart kicks to Bradley. It's stolen by Korver. Teague against Bradley. Korver no luck. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Brad Stevens and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about the keys to this game, and he singled out Paul Millsap as a player they've simply got to be mindful of. Coach told me he's always been an energy guy, someone you have to locate and box out every possession. But he's developed his offensive game to the point where he's more than just a hustle guy. He's also a scoring threat now, and a guy we can't leave open. They'll be watching him, Kevin. And as always, Doris, thank you. Here's Cephalosha. Fouling the basket by Tyler Zeller. Teague can't hit. On defense, Atlanta. Lee sets a screen for Smart. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And it's off from three-point range. Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside Teague. Pass to Millsap.
Back to Teague. Just 5 on the clock. Tries it from 19. Offensive rebound. It's Cephalosha. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. This is his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good. Cephalosha hits both of them. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Now here's Smart, guarded closely. He feeds it to Zeller. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Zeller's got 5 points so far.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Millsap kicks to Teague. Horford sets a screen for Teague. Lock at 6. The dish to Horford. Plays it up and banks it in. Horford's got his first basket. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Turner. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Turner's got his first basket of the night. The Hawks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Picked by Horford. T kicks to Horford. Puts it up from 12, and that one's good.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. It's Bradley on the wing, guarded by Korver. Bradley passes to Zeller. Cannot hit, so Atlanta will take it the other way. T kicks to Horford. The feed to Millsap. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Now here's Smart. T covering. Smart dishes to Turner. Cephalosha with the steal. Here's Horford. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Now here's Smart. Hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Shot clock at 5. Screen by Lee. Here's Turner. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Cephalosha's shot is good.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
The Hawks leading by 9. Dishes it to Korver. Back to Teague. Picked by Horford. Teague drives in. Horford no luck.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now here's Smart. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over him.
You know, guys sometimes love proving people wrong. You know that from guys you've played with. And, Greg, this mismatch gives him an opportunity to quiet the haters and naysayers.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. Number 5, the Hawks.
Well, when you talk about teams that had a great defense last year, you got to mention these guys. I mean, they were great at finding ways to come up with the ball. Deflections, loose balls, and steals.
The Hawks leading by 7. Outside Korver. He dishes it to Cephalosha. Teague, the pass to Horford. 5 to shoot. The tray. And Jeff Teague good for 3.
Well, they've yet to string many stops together.
It just seems like they're a step slow today.
Hit by Lee. Bradley against Korver. Bradley kicks to Smart. Back to Bradley. Hit by Lee. Off the pick. And he hits the jump shot. Bradley's got his first points in this one.
Lee with a solid pick that time.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Teague drives in. That's good from Horford on the assist by Teague. Teague's got 5 assists tonight.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
They're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks your coach drew up.
Now here's Turner. Right block shot. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. Millsap's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Teague dishes to Horford. That drops. And it's a 12-point Atlanta lead.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
Lead. And the shot falls short this time. Bradley against Teague. In the corner, Cephalosha with it. Outside Millsap. Cephalosha passes to Millsap. Here's Horford. Rebounded by the Celtics. Lee's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin. Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful 2-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Now here's Millsap. And the rebound goes to David Lee. Zeller, a screen on Teague. Feeds to Lee. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists tonight.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Stolen by Smart. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Here's Bradley. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Jeff Teague.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Celtics have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
no good on the free throw. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And a new group in for the Celtics. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Tyler Zeller. Jerebko comes in for Lee. Jay Crowder's checked in for Turner. And Thomas subbed in for Marcus Smart. And he's good on the second. Atlanta leading by 7. Schroeder kicks to Scott. Out to the wing. Outside Hardaway. There's a screen. Wide open. Can't get it to go.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Bradley kicks to Crowder. Boston. No good that time either.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Here's Bazemore.
Here's a look at some stats for Isaiah Thomas. How he performed last season. He averaged about 16 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he was their top scorer throughout last season.
Well, his teammates knew whenever they really needed a basket, just look his way.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And the first one drops. Hunter's checked in for Bradley. He doesn't get the second one. Celtics trail by 8. Outside Thomas. They set the pick. He kicks it to Jerebko. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Here's Bazemore. Here's Splitter. Rebound by Olynnyk.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Hunter, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Bazemore for 3. And Boston with the rebound. Outside Thomas. Pass to Olynnyk. Outside Thomas. Hands it from downtown. Thomas got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Scott with a screen on Thomas. 41 seconds left here in the first quarter. The Hawks again can't hit. And here's Boston. They're on a 10-1 run. The teardrop falls in. Now just a 1-point Hawks lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And that one's good. Schroeder. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Thomas. He's got 5. Takes a 3. And no good trying to get that one. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Hawks on top. They lead by 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very successful tenure with the Butler Bulldogs. He talked about the challenge of making that decision.
The only hard part of that decision is leaving a place that you really loved for 13 years. I couldn't have left without knowing that it was a place that we were going to stay together and really commit to a process together. And I was sold on that, and I continue to be sold on it.
I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks Boston is stockpiling.
Well, I don't know how he would address that question, but I do know he's feeling real good about his decision. I mean, taking the Celtics to the playoffs in just his second season, I mean, I think he's one of the bright coaching stars in the NBA today. It was the NBA's game and college basketball's loss when he moved on to the Celtics.
Well said. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive guys on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the Hawks, Dennis Schroeder is out there with Shelvin Mack. Then there's Hardaway. Then it's Mike Scott. And it's Muscala in at the 5 spot. That's good from Scott. Atlanta making a switch here. Korver's checked in. And a change for the Celtics. Amir Johnson's checked in for Urebko. Scott hits them both. Celtics trail by 5. Thomas with the ball. Johnson the screen. Thomas goes in. Second shot opportunity. And there's the nice layup by Johnson.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not easy. Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that.
That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Mack. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Shoots off the screen. Or the 3. Can't get it to go. Johnson with some nice D. Thomas kicks to Sullinger. Passes it to Crowder. He feeds it to Johnson. That one off the back iron and out. The Hawks leading by 3. Scott with a screen on Thomas. All sorts of time. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
One stolen by Scott. And here we go. Fast break. Korver's got it. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Now it's a 7-point Atlanta lead. To the middle. Here's Johnson. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Sullinger the screen. And Thomas, here we go. He used that pick just right. Thomas got his 3rd bucket of the night.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Now here's Schroeder. He's guarded by Thomas. Schroeder passes to Muscala. 4 on the clock. And no good. His first shot of the night missing.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Kicks it to Johnson. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Atlanta calls timeout.
I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit. And I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
A very nice season for him last year. Last season, he averaged 13 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, and I like what I'm seeing right now.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Paul Millsap is checked in for Mike Scott. Cephalosha comes in for Sheldon Mack. And it's Teague in for Dennis Schroeder. And a new group in for the Celtics. David Lee checked in for Johnson. Turner comes in for Crowder. Bradley's checked in for Hunter. And Smart subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Now here's Teague. Sullinger with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Now here's Smart. He's tightly guarded and stolen by Cephalosha. Here's Teague. And it's good. Teague's got 5 minutes.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Now Smart. Outside Bradley. From 15 feet away. And it's Jeff Teague with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 5. Here's Cephalosha. The shot is off. Good D by Lee. Celtics have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. To the wing right side. It's Bradley on the wing. Shot clock at 5. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Sullinger, no good. Balanced scoring clock for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
You might want to cut down on that sugar intake, though, Clark. But anyway, everybody's been involved in this offense here early on, and it has a way of helping you defensively.
Outside Teague. And it's Korver in the corner. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Celtics trail by 5. And here's Smart. Sullinger the screen. Smart dishes to Sullinger. Use that pick to get in close.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Korver kicks to Teague. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Millsap a screen. The pass to Korver. The dish to Cephalosha. Here's Muscala. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Muscala's got his first points of the game.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston. With this stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which team's the Hawks' second.
Their long-range shooting last year was nothing short of spectacular. I mean, they were absolutely unconscious from the three-point
percentage last year. The Hawks' second.
Their long-range shooting last year was nothing short of spectacular. I mean, they were absolutely unconscious from the three-point line.
Al Horford, he's checked in for Atlanta. And a change for the Celtics. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Sullinger. Celtics trail by 5. Zeller, a screen on Teague. Pass to Lee. Down low and stolen by Horford. Horford attacking to the inside. Good on the shot. Cephalos's got his second bucket of the night.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Smart passes to Zeller. And there's the feed to Lee. Bradley, no one around him. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Atlanta leading by 7. At the top of the key, Millsap. Dishes it to Horford. Can't get it to go. Good D by Lee. The Celtics have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. Inside. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Korver. Now here's Teague. He has 5. He dishes it to Horford. Here's Millsap. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Millsap's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Now here's Lee. Picked by Zeller. Bradley with room to shoot. Knocked loose. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And T, here we go. And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Hardaway's checked in for Kyle Korver. And then for Boston, Olenek is checked in for Lee, and Jerebko is subbed in for Smart. For Boston, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. That free throw good from Bradley. Atlanta leading by 6. Teague up top, Turner covering. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Zeller, and he banks in the layup. Zeller's got 9.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals that allows you to get out in transition.
Now here's Hardaway. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Atlanta again missing. Celtics trail by 4. Bradley dishes to Turner. Horford with the rebound. The Hawks shooting 53% in the second quarter. Good ball movement, yielding good looks. Hardaway, no good. Boston shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Bradley kicks to Turner. Back to Bradley from downtown. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
They set the pick. Outside Hardaway. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. That doesn't go either for Hardaway. Boston trailing. Here's Turner. Feeds it to Olenek. Zeller setting the pick for Brink. Here's Turner. Turner missing again. Atlanta's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Sefolosha passes to Teague, using his post moves to get the 2 points. Teague's got 7 points. Here's Turner. Pick by Zeller. Here's Jerebko. Atlanta with the rebound.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
They set the screen. Here's Olynyk. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got 6 rebounds in the game. There's 39 seconds left in the first half of the game. The kick out to Teague. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Millsap. Off the pick. Another shot, and Horford with the lay-in. Horford's got 12.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividend.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Teague with the ball. He's got 7. Amazing shot, just barely beat the buzzer.
That is as big a shot as you are ever going to see.
And guys, he wanted it. He desperately was begging for that ball and was dying to take that shot.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Hawks lead by 5. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. I'm here with David Lee. And David, tell us what your approach was defensively in this game tonight.
Well, we made some mistakes here and there. Our biggest thing is if we don't turn the ball over, I think we're going to be okay. They got a couple easy buckets in transition.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. Al Horford had it going on in the first quarter. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
Well, they're playing some unselfish basketball here tonight, Ernie. Guys aren't trying to take the defense 1-on-5. They're moving the basketball and finding the open man. And then, of course, the open man is finishing, so no problem here tonight.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
Well, it was a huge first half for their bench, a.k.a. the others, played pretty good. When you get a boost like this, it always gives the team a lift. And given how well the others are contributing, we'll probably continue to see more minutes for them in the second half. Starters or not, when players are producing, you got to ride them, cowboy.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started. Now back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We will see you later.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Horford having just a fantastic game. 12 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
Here's T. On the court for the Celtics. Bradley and Turner filling out the perimeter. Zeller is out there with David Lee, and it's Smart in at the point. Now here's Teague. It's a 5-point game. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
The Hawks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. Celtics trail by 6. Now Smart. It's Bradley on the wing. Lee is screen on Korver. Millsap with the double team. Pass to Zeller. The bounds. Atlanta takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Hawks leading by 6. Outside Teague. They set the pick. Pick by Horford. Outside Teague. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes up with a stripe. Here's Millsap and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Paul Millsap. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws. Long now, about a minute played here. And here's Smart. To the paint. It's tipped. Millsap with the steal. Outside Teague. He kicks it to Horford. They set the pick. No good. Good D by Lee. Celtics trail by 8. The dish to Zeller. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Bradley kicks to Zeller. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Now here's Millsap. He's got 8. Korver kicks to T. Back to Korver. 6 on the shot clock. Hawks passing it around. Horford. And a little hot that time, but it drops. Horford's got 15.
My, he is so adept at finishing in the low post.
The Celtics shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Back to Bradley. Lee sets a screen for Bradley. Millsap with the steal. Here's Horford. Shoots over Bradley. And Al Horford again. Horford's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Celtics trail by 10. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game.
Brooke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, Brad Stevens had some advice for the team over that last break. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Zeller. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thank you, Doris. Bradley can't get it to go. The Hawks leading by 10. Down low, one-on-one here, and the jam by Cephalosha.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
Nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Lee kicks to Bradley. Lee dishes to Turner. Running from the wing.
Ooh, that is a tough shot.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Let's take a look at where Boston ended up, Kevin, last year in the league ranking. 4th in assists, 8th in steals. And they were one of the top 10 teams in the league at scoring points off turnovers. I'd call them a very opportunistic team.
And from those assist numbers, you can see this was a very unselfish team. Their passing was really infectious and made them a tough team to defend.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Kent Bazemore is checked in for Cephalosha. And Max subbed in for T. Doubled by Lee. Here's Horford. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for it. Horford's got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Smart kicks to Crowder. Zeller against Horford. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hunter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Atlanta leading by 9. And it's Millsap. Long time on the assist by Bazemore. That's 10 points for Paul Millsap.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Now here's Zeller. He's got 11. Crowder, the pass to Zeller. 4 on the clock. Shoots the 3. Smart misses. For Atlanta, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Korver gets a wide open look. Bangs on the trifecta. Korver's got 7.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Now here's Smart. Floats one up. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Atlanta.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Splitters checked in for Atlanta. Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. The Celtics also with a sub. Sellinger's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Atlanta leading by 13. Splitter inside. Sullinger defending. Splitter, that's good.
So they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Hunter knocks down the 3 ball. Hunter's got 6 points.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Splitter. And he gets it to go. Splitter's got his second bucket.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
Yeah, something's got to change. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting out of hand.
Sullinger against Splitter. 5 on the clock. From the arc. No good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Their next game is at Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Mag dishes to Splitter. And it's blocked. Here's Hunter. He has 6. Smart kicks to Lee. Nice ball movement by Boston. Now here's Smart. D right on him. Shoots. Rebound Atlanta. Korver's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Back the pass to Scott. Tries from the block. And yep, finally drops it, rolling around the rim. Scott's got 6 points.
That's a very good high percentage look right there.
There's David Lee on the assist from Smart.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Atlanta leading by 14. Here's Mack. Inside. Here's Splitter, and the shot is good. Splitter's got 6 in the quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around. And that's why he needed the timeout.
Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago. Number 5, the Hawks.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Atlanta making some changes. Hardaway's checked in for Korver. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Shelvin Mack. And then for Boston, Johnson, he's checked in for Lee. Jerebko comes in for Crowder. And Thomas subbed in for Hunter. Now Jerebko. Now here's Smart. He feeds it to Sullinger. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Here's Bazemore. Rebounded by the Celtics. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. Here's Johnson. No good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Hardaway dishes to Splitter. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Splitter's got 8 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Thomas kicks to Johnson. The pass to Smart. Here's Jerebko. Just 5 on the clock. Thomas outside. The offensive rebound. Oh, wow. And that whistle is on the defense on the shot, and it was a three-point attempt. So a series of free throws coming up here as he'll get a chance at the line. The Celtics have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night. So for the Hawks, Muscala comes in for Scott, and Thabo Sefolosha subbed in for Kent Bazemore. Olynyk, he's checked in for the Celtics.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Atlanta leading by 15. Schroeder passes to Muscala. Kicks it to Schroeder. High arcing shot, and here's Sefolosha for 3. Rebounded by Smart. The Celtics have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul.
For Boston, they have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
Look at Isaiah Thomas, and he's been getting it done. He's got 8.
Place of value on what that means.
Bradley, he's checked in for Smart.
In the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
Now here's Schroeder. He's got 6. Rebounded by Jerebko. Jerebko's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Outside Thomas. Johnson the screen. Jerebko dishes to Thomas. Jerebko kicks to Olynyk. Got a piece of it. Sefolosha with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup. Sefolosha's got 4 points this quarter.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 9. Johnson sets the screen for Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it fly. And too long on the shot.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Schroeder with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Schroeder passes to Muscala. Sefolosha kicks it over to Schroeder. There's the screen. .125 left to play in the third. Misses the wing J. Bradley dishes to Johnson. Olynyk inside. Guarded by Hardaway. And the basket by Olynyk.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Now here is Sefolosha. 10 points for him. Schroeder with the ball. High post shot. Here's Muscala. But they recover it. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. And Thomas, here we go. Thomas with another miss. The Hawks lead by 13. Sefolosha passes to Muscala. Sefolosha kicks it over to Schroeder. Outside Hardaway. Splitter sets a screen. Fader on the way. Rebound Boston. Outside Thomas. 11 feet away. And that one's good. Thomas got 4 points this quarter.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And here's Smart. Teague and Korver are the guards. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. And it's Cephalosha in at the 3 spot. So that's the Hawks 5. Now here's Smart. Lee sets a screen for Smart. Misses off the left iron.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
A nice shot by Teague.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Smart dishes to Lee. Picked by Zeller. Zeller, a screen on Korver. Bradley kicks to Zeller. Lee passes to Turner. Rejected by Millsap. Here's Zeller. There's the feed to Horford. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Shooting for Atlanta, Al Horford. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Al Horford drops them both. Celtics trail by 15. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Now here's Smart. Teague covering. Smart kicks to Zeller.
Atlanta foul. That's his second personal foul. At the line for the Hawks, Tyler Zeller. At the line for 2.
The first one falls.
Take a look at what Zeller's been doing. He has 12 points and 1 rebound.
And so Zeller nails both of them.
This is what they need to do in the second half to come out with the win. It's not the only thing, but when you convert free throws at the other end, you put a lot of pressure on the opponent to play solid defense against you.
Zeller, a screen on Korver. Turner against Korver. Off the screen. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Here's Teague. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Smart.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Atlanta, Jeff Teague. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. Celtics trail by 14. Outside Bradley. Picked by Lee. 6 to shoot. Lee sets a screen for Bradley. That's good.
You know, that's terrific offensive agility, footwork, and quickness there to get to the hoop.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. The Hawks leading by 12. Outside Teague. Poke loose. Now Smart. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Zeller setting the pick for Turner. Again, the miss by Turner.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Outside T. Millsap sets the pick for T. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Second chance shot. Jump shot is good that time. 9 points in the game for Kyle Korver.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Al Horford with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thank you, Kevin. Brad Stevens had some words for his team over the break. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you've got. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Now, here's Bradley. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. The offensive rebound. Lee. And he banks in the layup.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
The Hawks leading by 12. This is to Horford. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. And that's 23 points for Al Horford.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
Now here's Zeller. Good work defensively by Horford.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount. He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Al Horford drops them both. Celtics trail by 16. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Here's Lee. Atlanta with the rebound. Horford's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Sefolosha dishes to T. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. That's good. And now it's 27 points for Horford.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Teague with the ball, out guarded by Smart. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Korver. Korver's got 3 assists in the game. Zeller, a screen on Teague. Screen by Lee. He dishes it to Zeller. Drills the elbow jumper. Zeller's got 4 this quarter.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Atlanta leading by 18. Teague, the pass to Korver. Feeds to Millsap. In the corner, Horford with it. The baseline J. Rebound by Lee. Lee's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Smart. Here's Bradley. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 6 assists in the game.
You know, I don't think it's ever too late to make a sweet dime. I mean, even if you're halfway through your shot, you might find a better one for a teammate.
The Hawks have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And it's Korver in the corner. He was all alone on that one. Here's Smart. Lee outside. A 19-foot shot and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Shooting for Atlanta, David Lee. Taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And so David Lee nails them both.
Looking at the game for Lee, 8 rebounds and some good assists, too. 4 of them. He's shown some flash with his passing and some grit with his board work.
Yeah, not a combination that too many players in our league possess.
Now here's Teague. Outside Korver. And the rebound goes to David Lee. Lee's got 8 rebounds in this game. It's stolen by Korver. Pass to Millsap. He kicks to Teague. And Boston with the rebound. And Clark, they're going to have to make a pretty big comeback here.
Yeah, I think so, but I don't think the clock is a factor right now, at least not yet. I mean, they don't need to change their pace of play. Keep attacking.
I'm not really sure. I think it's be a mistake to let the shot clock get under 10 seconds from here on out.
Now here's Korver. After the miss from Evan Turner. Millsap a screen. Teague with a clean look. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bageled in the second.
Shot from 12. Rebounded by Korver.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. You can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. He took good advantage of that screen. And that's now 18 points for Avery Bradley. The Hawks leading by 16. Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, guys, Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team. Offensively, he'd like to see them get the ball into the post as often as possible. That's where he thinks their biggest advantage lies. He also wants to see a patient offense, work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. So Coach waiting until the final stages to pull a few tricks out of his sleeve. Kevin, let's see if he's made a wise decision.
And thank you, Doris. Now here's Corver. 6 on the shot clock. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And here's Millsap from the arc. Can't hit. And the Celtics going the other way now. Turner with it. Atlanta with the rebound. Korver's got 6 rebounds here tonight. T kicks to Korver. Millsap with it, picked up by Turner. Outside T, and Horford wide open. He shoots, and that one hits back iron. Celtics trail by 16. And here's Smart. Passes it to Lee. There's the dish to Turner. A beautiful reverse layup.
Oh, he's got such great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's T. Picked by Horford. And Smart over to help. Cephalosha dishes to Horford. Hits the jumper in space. Horford's got 12 now in this quarter.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Now here's Smart. T covering. Smart passes to Bradley. Zeller setting the pick for Bradley. There's the double team with Korver. Shot clock at 6. A nice shot by Zeller.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Outside Teague. He feeds it to Horford. Cephalosha kicks to Korver. Puts it up from 17. And Boston with the rebound. Lee's got 11 rebounds in the game. There's the pass to Bradley. Over in the corner, Zeller. And Smart now atop the key. Here's Lee. Here's Zeller. Soft touch off the glass.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Atlanta.
I agree, Steve, and this is a game where the defense, called steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created extra possessions for them, too, Kevin. Scoring opportunities they cashed in on, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory tonight.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Horford. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And Teague, here we go. It's stolen by Bradley. To the paint from 11 feet away. Lee with another miss. Now Cephalosha. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Paul, tonight seemed like it was a game that showed so much of what this team is all about, and a game that you played very well as a team.
We did. We had a good team effort. Everybody came out with a lot of energy. We attacked first, and we came out with the win.
Great job, Paul. Terrific win. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And time now to head over to Ernie Johnson for the 2K postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Al Horford. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
Well, his ability to get into the paint, get to the rim was deadly. For a guy who's mainly a perimeter shooter, it was remarkable how many of his points came right at the bucket.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.